Kia ora, and welcome to Friday's Economy Watch, where we follow the economic events and trends that affect Aotearoa. I'm David Chaston, and this is the international edition from interest.co.nz. And today we lead with news: the legality of the US tariff taxes is now under court scrutiny. But first, US initial jobless claims rose 10,000 last week from the prior week to 212,000, when seasonal factors suggested it should have fallen 7,000. The headline number was up 240,000. There are now 1.78 million people on these benefits, 120,000 more than this time last year, or a 7% rise. And there was an update in the first quarter 2025 US GDP growth rate out overnight, and it was little changed, still showing a stall. Now they say it contracted at an annualised 0.2% rate in the quarter, a slight improvement from the initial estimate of a 0.3% decline. However, it is still the first quarterly GDP contraction in 3 years. The slight improvement was driven by stronger than expected investment, which partly offset weaker consumer spending and a larger than anticipated drag from trade. The same data showed corporate profits fell sharply in the period and could continue to be squeezed this year by higher costs from tariffs. Pending home sales retreated an outsized 6.3% in April from March, far more than the 0.9% drop anticipated by analysts, and fully erasing the revised 5.5% increase in March. The industry blames high interest rates. And the US Treasury's 7-year bond auction today was supported a bit better than the prior event, resulting in a median yield of 4.14% compared to 4.07% at the prior equivalent event a month ago. And in a US federal court, the Trump administration lost a key case challenging the imposition of his Liberation Day tariffs, where it was claimed the president didn't have the authority to impose them without congressional approval. The issue will end up in the US Supreme Court soon for final resolution. If it doesn't go Trump's way in his stacked court, things could get interesting. In Japan, consumer sentiment is still trending down after peaking in March 2024, but the May survey recorded a bounce back from the unusual drop in April. In Australia, CapEx investment is not growing, especially for planted equipment, and that is a hesitation in the rising trend that started in 2014 and continued to September 2024. The recent first quarter 2025 data softness seems to be embedding. And globally, passenger air travel demand was up 8%, with international travel demand rising almost 11%. In the Asia-Pacific region, it was up more than 14%. Wanderlust is back fully after the pandemic period. And air cargo demand was up 5.8% in April, up 10% in the Asia-Pacific region, no doubt boosted by the rush to beat US tariffs. Meanwhile, container freight rates rose 10% last week from the week before to be 41% lower than year-ago levels. Trade uncertainty surrounding new tariff taxes is causing the current scramble to get goods moved. Bulk cargo rates slipped 2.5% in the past week, however. The US Treasury 10-year yield is now at 4.43% and down 5 basis points from yesterday. But gold will start today at $3,322 an ounce, up $26 from yesterday. But oil prices are down $1 at just under $61 a barrel in the US, while the international Brent price is just at $64 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar is now at 59.9 US cents, a 30 basis points rise from yesterday at this time. Against the Aussie were unchanged at 92.8 Australian cents. Against the euro were down 20 basis points to 52.6 euro cents. That all means our trade-weighted index starts today at just under 68 and up 10 basis points from yesterday. And the Bitcoin price starts today at $106,229 and down 1.1% from yesterday. Volatility over the past 24 hours has still been modest at plus or minus 1.3%. You can get more news affecting the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston, and we'll do this again on Tuesday because Monday is a public holiday in New Zealand.